I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. Someone tell the wrist I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest, though. I'm forgetful.
Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's Michael Badgley now to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Ready. Wait. Check 25. Check 23. Ready.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well. Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Check.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
This is Gordon, and he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Ready. Block 15. Screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Rivers on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Falcons! Michael Gallup, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On second down, Rivers again. Going to throw right side here. Complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Let's go. 180, 380. Load it. Load it. 56.
On first and 10, Rivers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. He won't go down. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Break that. 390.
54 Mike.
Defense. 180. Hey, dude.
Rivers now from the 50. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
6-6. Pull it high.
He's checking. Crash.
Chase.
Crunch.
Ready, set.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out.
39.
Hey, it's all right.
49, guys. Mike.
Gotta go.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Hey, Delta. Smooth.
Now Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. This will be fielded at the 8. A nice little juke. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And still nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
Rivers. Flushed out right. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
White, 89.
To throw, Rivers. Able to get this to Gordon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And mark him down all the way inside the Atlanta 20. 39 yards there, a big one. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
From the red zone now, Rivers. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Rivers on the money, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A bad 3rd down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down. Now they lose it. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman, and they'll get him down here at the 23. 7 yards there and a first down.
Hey, Tuesday.
Freeman again, a first down carry. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed.
Yo, check 3. You go tight. You got tight.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Got it. High 7.
65, 65, 65. No. Off. Kill.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready, blue 80. 58.
49, guys. Mike.
Go.
Here we go. Switch. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Check. All right, 25
From midfield now, here's Ryan. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Move. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
20.
31's the mic. Deep. Hey, alert 3. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
To throw again is Ryan. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Down. Ready. White 25.
Let's go, defense.
Check.
Here we go. Mike's 49. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Let's get that ball.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
12. Hey, 79. Hey, orbit.
45 to Mike. Okay.
Red Delta.
Slam.
Hey, easy.
Following the interception here, Rivers. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
All right. Clock 11. Hey, I'm going to go load it.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
You got it. He's got it.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Been quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Keep it skinny. Red. Load it.
To throw again on second down. Rivers. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Left. Hey, Alpha. Check Mike 54. Here we go. Behind.
On third down, Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
At the 32-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
49's the mic. Watch 49. There we go.
Got it. Hey, Charlie.
You can't block me. 49's the mic.
Here's Ryan to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2.
49's the mic. Watch 49.
Better bring it. Hey, 59, ready. Hey, Echo. You better bring it.
Mike's 49.
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Gray. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, being on second half no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Rivers now. Escaping the pressure right. And caught by Henry. The reception good for 7. It's third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away.
The Falcons score first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
20.
Up 2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
49, check Greystone travel.
Shoot! Watch the shoot! Check 15, check 15.
Hey, check.
Freeman again. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, South. Check. Buzz.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
You don't know no better.
49's the Mike. Watch 49.
Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gray. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Check
51, South.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hey, Will.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 49's the Mike. Watch 49. I got it.
Mike, get up.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Ryan, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Space. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Space.
49's the Mike. Watch 49.
Bravo. We got this. Gun.
Mike, 49. Here we go. 49's the Mike. 49's the Mike. Watch the edge.
Check.
SOS.
Ready, set.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they were able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
All day, every day, any day. Showing up.
Wait, 89.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
12.
Now on 2nd and 16. Rivers steps away to his left. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Hey, Delta.
54. Watch the run. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, watch the ball.
Buffalo one.
Right there. 54.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Mike 54. I got one. Mike 54. Mike 54. Rip left.
12.
52.
The Chargers go here. It's Rivers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The 4th down. Play doesn't work for the Chargers, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The ball carried by the wide receiver. Xavier Rhodes brought him down.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Jim. Watch twist.
Wait. Let him go.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Shoot. Hey, switch.
58.
They go back to the ground with Smith. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Watch safety creep.
22.
Check 24.
Let him go.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This one fielded at the 5. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Hey, Delta!
Check.
Rivers on first down. Going deep here for Allen. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And now Rivers will lead the Chargers up to go for 2.
Here I come.
Throwing, Rivers. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They run, Devontae Freeman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. A 20th carry now for Freeman. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Chargers.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for Atlanta, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sport.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I am a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess my city.